Whoa, whoa, whoa. Stop right there. This channel is not intended for kids under the age of 13. So if you're under the age of 13, please leave.
Hey everybody, Arthur here with another unboxing video. Today we have Diamond Select The Real Ghostbusters, Peter Venkman, and it comes in that typical Diamond Select packaging. On the side of the box we got a good close-up of Venkman's face along with that Ghostbuster logo. Now on the back of the box there's some read-up information, so feel free to pause it if you want to read it. It does say The Real Ghostbusters Series 10, Ghostbuster logo. We got Venkman, Ray, and Stay Puft from the same Series 10, and you got to collect a bunch of figures to build this dial, which is what I am in the process of. I have all the figures, just need to review them so I can build that firehouse. The first thing you're going to notice out of the package is you get a giant piece of that firehouse diorama, and I wanted to put Venkman next to it so you guys can really see the scale of how big this firehouse diorama is going to be when it's done. Venkman comes with a neon green with blue electric proton stream, and I like how each character has their own color for the proton stream. Venkman comes with a pair of support gloved hands, and again, one is smooth without fingernails, the other one has fingernails, so it's weird. They sort of do that throughout, but if you collect enough of the figures, you should be good. And then these little pieces do come off. They're just the cuff and they're rubber, so you put those on before you pop the hands in. We also get a pair of gloved gripping hands, and again, one is showing fingernails and the other one is not. Now, you can't be a Ghostbuster without your PKE meter, and the sculpt is definitely there. The paint is definitely there. There's paint everywhere on this thing. May not be the cleanest, but it works, and it's a PKE meter. Another tool of the trade as a Ghostbuster, you got to have your ghost trap. Sculpted great, painted great. The main issue when it comes to these ghost traps, how they come in the package. They just wrap this plastic around it, and then you can just see what happens. It just crushes the plastic. It stops it being round and crushes and bends. It's going to be a pain to try to fix that, but we do get the little pedal on there as well. Venkman up close, the head sculpt looks great. I love the eye paint, the eyebrows, got that iconic hair swoop. And one thing we could say about Diamond is they're not scared to use paint on their figures. May not be the cleanest, but they paint their figures. Got a little bit of flesh tone on the bottom of the hair as I say that. We get the iconic greenish blue collar with the brown jumpsuit. Painted zippers. Again, the zippers look great. What's even better, you got that iconic Ghostbuster ghost on there. Elbow pads. The harness buckles are painted. Got that greenish blue for the wrist. Little gadget whatnot thingamajig right there. His little thing to hook up the keys or whatever. Sculpted legs look pretty good. Not a fan of this type of hips, but for these figures it works because they're not ninjas. Wow, they actually brought the green down here too. So being consistent is nice. The boots are sculpted very, very nice. Overall, the figure's pretty good. We get flesh tone hands. That one doesn't have fingernails. This one does. So again, you're going to have a mix mash of fingernails and not fingernails. Then we get the Proton Pack. We got the yellow wire. We get this crazy warped out of package proton wand. And it looks great. Tons of sculpted detail. Paintwork is there. Don't know what this little loose piece right here is, but honestly, I don't even really know how this thing's supposed to hook up. I see it's there. I just sort of rig it. I just put it up there to make it work, but I think it's supposed to be, with the Real Ghostbusters, I still think it's supposed to be like this. I'm not too sure if it's, I don't know. If anybody else collects these, let me know how the proton wands are supposed to be connected. Because right now I just sort of rig it to where at least it holds in place, like you guys saw. If it'll work, there we go. That's good enough. Enough with the wand, but look at the backpack. Look at that. This is super, super awesome. I like the paints that they chose. And it reminds me of that old school backpack that kids used to get that would, shoot out the little, I think it shot out like the foam. No, it had a foam like proton stream. But that's straight up real Ghostbusters. And we got a hook here, I guess, to hook up something. Or actually, Ghost Trap probably goes here, and then you wrap the extra wiring here. I'll have to mess around with it. But again, these guys have great designs and sculpts and paintwork. They're the ideal real Ghostbusters figures, in my opinion. Now, I won't be diving into articulation on this video because all of these Ghostbusters use the same buck, and I've done articulation on the last couple ones that I've done. So if you want to see how the articulation works on these guys, go ahead and check it out on my other Ghostbuster reviews. It just makes it a little bit easier because it's all the same articulation. These guys are just really different paints and different head sculpts. Now, this figure is awesome. I'm just sort of looking at it, and it's like somebody just reached into the cartoon and pulled it out. Venkman has always been my favorite. I know a lot of people have Venkman as their top Ghostbuster, but I think I really enjoyed Peter Venkman in this series because I don't even think as a kid I knew who Bill Murray was. Even when I saw the original films, they were great. But when it comes to Ghostbusters, the real Ghostbusters was definitely a big inspiration as a kid. So this Venkman was always my favorite, and it's still to this day. And the fact that we got him in figure form is phenomenal. He can hold all his equipment. As you can see, he's holding that warped wand. I did not heat it up or fix it. He's holding that PKE meter. And one thing I did is you do pop the ghost trap on the back here. Let me bring it in so you guys can see. Get it all focused. So you can see the PKE meters in his hand, but you can see the ghost trap just attaches, and I have like the cabling going down. I sort of rigged the pedal down at the bottom, and again, just trying to equip his gear. And I'm not a fan of those crimps in that wiring or whatever, the hose that they use for that ghost trap. Bugs me a lot. So I'm definitely keeping the flesh hands on my Peter Venkman. I just have that preference for this figure. And of course, with the joints being right there, they paint the joints, but when you start moving them, the paint does sort of chip away, but they at least used a flesh tone style plastic on the joint. And the proton stream just pops on, but be careful because that stream can easily break, so they don't give you replacements like they did some of the movie ones. So just be very careful. And the figure is just phenomenal. I put the PKE meter sort of on his backpack right there so you can have him on display really fighting ghosts and stuff with all his gear equipped on him. So in the end, if you're a Ghostbuster fan, the real Ghostbusters fan, you gotta pick up the Peter Venkman figure. It's a solid representation of the real Ghostbusters version of that character. And Diamond Select nailed it. I love it. It is a great figure, and I'm happy to have it a part of my collection. I can't wait to build the firehouse. I'm going to be knocking out more of these Ghostbuster reviews, so then we can get to that final part of building up the firehouse, which I'm super excited for. And yeah, hopefully you guys will join me as I do these reviews and then get to that firehouse building. And that sums up my unboxing and review of Diamond Select's The Real Ghostbusters, Peter Venkman. If you guys like what you saw, please hit that thumbs up for me. If you're new to my channel, hit that subscribe button. It'll mean the world to me. And if you want to stay in the know with when I'm releasing videos, go ahead and hit that silver bell notification so you get an alert when a new video pops up. And I want you guys to make sure you show some love and check out Toyco Toys and Collectibles. The link is down below. There's a promo code as well for you guys to be able to get free shipping off anything off of that website. So definitely check it out. And make sure that you guys check out the Toyco pre-order group. It's a Facebook group. You can join in. There's no obligation to buy anything, but it allows you to stay also in the know with collectibles, such as some of the imports that are coming out. And if you see something that you like, you can pre-order it and get some amazing pre-order pricing through Toyco. And I want you guys to have the best luck hunting, keep on collecting, and have a beautiful day.